Welcome to Folding Towels, a podcast for massage therapists with Jackie and David. If you are enjoying our episodes and want to support the production, consider buying us a coffee. Your contributions help us bring you more insightful discussions and expert interviews. Follow the link in the show notes or visit buymeacoffee.com/Folding Towels podcast to contribute, and thank you for your support. Hello, Jackie. Welcome back to another episode of the Folding Towels podcast. It is good to see you.
Hi, David. I've missed seeing your face. I don't think I saw you for about 7 weeks, really.
It was a while.
Over the Christmas break, yeah.
It's good to take a break, isn't it?
It is. It was a nice break.
Yeah.
It was. But we're back. We are back. We're talking about stuff.
Yes, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.
Yes. What are we talking about today, David? On life?
Yeah. You subscribe to life.
I think most of us are very reluctantly subscribed to life currently.
I like to hit screen refresh every now and then. I have a Stack Overflow.
Make sure you're watching enough really cute little cat and dog videos to get you through the week.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I've been busy because I'm really notorious for getting a project to just good enough and then not finishing it totally. And I'm also the same with reading and with some of my CPE stuff, where I subscribe to a whole bunch of courses and I got the information out of them that I needed, and I didn't finish them. Like some of these courses were hours long, so I've been tying up some loose ends recently, finishing those things and finishing some books.
That's good. That's really good that you are tidying up those loose ends and actually completing some things. That's nice. Good work.
Yeah. Some of it has been anticlimactic. You think, oh, this has been good. And then you get to the end part and you go, oh, is that how it ends? Oh, well.
I think you said to me the other day that you just finished a book that you started quite a while ago.
About 6 years ago.
6 years, okay, gosh.
It was an amazing book. It's not that it was boring. It was amazing. It was really heavy. And I'd read a chapter and go, wow, this is incredible. If you're wondering, that book is called A Spark in the Machine. Yeah. Written by an English medical doctor who is also an acupuncturist, and explaining how he was empowered through the NHS to use acupressure and acupuncture within a hospital setting, particularly in the field of emergency medicine, and also following embryology and modern anatomy to describe how and why the Chinese meridian systems form and work.
That sounds really fascinating.
Yep. I could only read it in small chunks because I'd go, I've taken in so much information.
Yeah.
I can't take it anymore.
I can't remember the book that I read a couple of years ago, but it was about astronomy, written by a lady astronomer, and was absolutely mesmerizing and very, very interesting. And she talked about how she got into astronomy and what she does, and looking at the stars and all these different things and traveling to places. And it was a little the same. It took me a long time to read, and I'm quite a fast reader, but that took me quite a few months to read. And it was a little the same. So I had to keep going away and thinking, oh, that's how they do that, right? Yeah, like you just have to process it just a little bit slower than, your trashy non-fiction book. Or fiction book, I should say.
Speaking of astronomy, I love that Brian May from Queen is an astrophysicist.
Yes.
Can you imagine going to university and having him as a lecturer?
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah.
He's still got his crazy hair. And
that's his normal hair, David.
I reckon if I was born in this century, not last century, Excuse me, I'm from the
I
19th
see.
century.
I see what you did there. You're from the 20th
So
century.
yeah, that's right. I'm from the 20th century, from the
You're not that old.
1900s.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm from the 1900s. Be slow with me. I reckon if I
Uh,
was from this century and I walked into his class not knowing who he was, I'd be like, "Oh, you kind of look familiar." And then you'd find out and go, "Oh yeah, I've heard you in a rerun or something."
I've heard that band. I've heard of that band. Yeah.
Didn't Ed
It's
Sheeran cover you or something?
it's a bit like that joke about oh god, I can't remember who it was, but somebody doing a duet or doing a song with Paul McCartney from the Beatles, and young people commenting, oh, that's gonna be really great for this Paul McCartney dude. I can't remember who that was with, but yeah. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Because you just think that everything everybody else knows, but that's absolutely not the case.
Yeah. We'll move on in just a moment, but I just want to say, do yourself a favor, look up James Corden, and his interview with Paul McCartney, and go and watch it. It's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Interesting. We'll try and
Yep.
put a link in if we can
Yep.
to that so you can watch it.
Yeah. So, what are we talking about today, Jackie?
We are talking about planning. Now, please don't run away, everybody. This is going to be a really great episode. We're talking about planning like a human being
Yes.
and building a year that you will be really proud of.
Yeah. So, we're not actually talking about business planning here. We're talking about your own personal plan.
Yeah.
And Jackie, I'm here to tell you that personal planning, and even business planning to that matter, doesn't have to be all about spreadsheets and flowcharts and values and mission statements. You can actually simplify things.
I'm glad that we're not doing spreadsheets, David, because, it's a spreadsheet.
Yeah, just to go off on a side quest here, at the Adelaide Fringe coming up, there is a comedy night all about Excel spreadsheets.
Really? Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yep. Take your favourite formula. It's sure to be a laugh.
Okay.
I'm not running it. Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you getting a kickback for every ticket sold?
No. But this is important because if you don't plan, your year will plan you for you. Well, something along those lines. You'll get to the end of the year and you'll still be the same person that you were when you started. And that may not be a bad thing. But if you had thought about progressing in a particular direction and you don't take some steps and you don't write those steps down, then you probably won't achieve them.
Exactly. Like, do you want to achieve some goals? Do you want to go on that holiday? Do you want to increase your client numbers? Could be anything. You have to do some planning and then take the steps to action it, don't you?
Yeah, then you got to put it in your diary and make time for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, that just about sums up the episode. We should just roll the credits now. That's how simple things can be.
Well, that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Storks, David?
No, I have not.
So the kids' movie Storks, which is about storks delivering babies.
Yeah.
And then they somehow get into delivering, white goods and things. Like, they sort of turn into Amazon.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And they don't deliver babies, and then somebody actually creates a baby and they have to deliver the baby. And it is quite funny, actually. I highly recommend it. It's a kids movie, it's a cartoon. But in the show they say, and I'm going to get the line wrong now, but it's like, create a plan, stick to the plan, do the plan. Like, it's just, they have this thing. I'm going to look up the line because I can't remember what it is. And I've got it wrong.
Well, on that note, I'm as a professional certified planner. I also believe in not sticking to plans.
Well, if you don't
'Cause
want to do
things change.
something, you can just say, look, actually, I'm not going to do that anymore. So
Scrub it off. You get to the end of the year, you find you haven't done something. You go, why haven't I done that thing? Oh, yeah, I didn't want to. Get it off your list.
Yeah.
There, you've got permission.
Totally valid to change your mind.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, we should actually get stuck into it because planning, it doesn't have to mean 5-year forecasts, but it does mean choosing a few priorities, making
Yes.
time for those priorities, and maybe funding those priorities with your time, your money, and other resources. It
What? They
might
don't just
mean
happen?
reaching out to people who've got the expertise or the or other resources that you need. It might mean borrowing a guitar if you're wanting to learn the guitar or something along those lines. It might
Yeah.
involve asking for help. Yeah, so planning it is an intentional process of setting yourself up for the year or years, or maybe only months ahead.
If nothing changed this year, how are you going to feel about that? Is a really good question. If absolutely nothing changes for you this year, how do you feel
Yeah,
about that?
yeah. If you're in a really good place, maybe pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe you're implementing plans from last year. But if you are at the point where you're thinking things need to change, or there's something that I really want to do, insert in brackets what that something is, and you don't do that thing, how will you feel? You're going to be disappointed? You're going to be resentful?
Yes. Well, I guess another question is who do you want to be? And
Oh, that's such an adult question.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Who do you want to be when you grow up, Jackie?
I want to go back to being like a teenager, I think, where I don't have as much responsibility. I've thought about this a lot just recently, actually. I don't want all of the responsibility. I'm so tired of making decisions, David.
I think I'd like to be like a male version of Sandra Bullock in Miss Congeniality, where I can, like blow my nose on my sleeve and be a real dag and walk into the pub and ask for a pound of ice cream.
That's such a fun movie. Oh my gosh. I know you mentioned that planning doesn't have to involve values, but I actually really like thinking about values, and not even necessarily in relation to planning, but if you are doing stuff that doesn't align with your values, and like it just ends up being a big mess, and
Yeah.
you end up really hating life, I think. And I know years ago that was probably much more of a thing that people would just knuckle down and go, okay, well, I just have to get this finished. I have to do it. Now, in the 2020s, people seem to be, as you said, look, this course that I'm doing is just doesn't align with what I want out of life. I thought it
Yeah.
did, but it doesn't. So I'm
Yeah.
just not going to finish it.
Yeah. Look, I do believe in values, and our values do change with our life experience. One of those experiences is age. And whether you have family or where you are in your business and your career, where you are in the knowledge that you've obtained. And as far as like personal planning and business planning goes, a lot of people do get hung up on writing down what their values statements are.
Yeah.
But I think that like just a good gut test is a good place to be. It's like, I want to do this thing, and then you go, oh, I don't feel so easy about that.
Yeah.
It is possible that that is a misalignment with your values, and you just
Yeah.
need to explore those feelings a bit further. And right now, I've been going through what I want my personal and my career values to be, and then aligning. Okay, well, now that I've written those things down, what does my professional development look like? And who are the types of people that I want to look like as I get older? What are some of the experiences I want to have in life now while I still have the ability to do those things, and starting to plan to do them?
Absolutely.
And who do I want to spend my time with?
Yes, that's a really important one as well. Maybe you want to be a little bit more present at home, and not actually work so much.
Yeah. So some of the things you might consider is, do you want to be more confident clinically at work? Do you want to feel less physically exhausted? Do you want to be someone who actually takes leave? And just yesterday, I was talking with a person who they've got a big holiday booked, It's coming up. But to get to that point, they haven't taken leave for 18 months. So
Oh,
they have
wow.
enough time off. And they're at the point where the holiday is just around the corner. It's only 12 weeks away, but they're feeling exhausted and resentful.
That's still 3 months away,
Still
David.
3 months.
Oh
Yep.
my God. I'm tired just hearing about that.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
On one aspect, like they've set this goal, we want to have this great experience,
Yeah.
and well, I've got to make some sacrifices to get there. That's
Yeah.
cool, but at what cost?
That is such a great question. At what cost? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. So a good place to start with writing out your personal plan is to ask the question, who do you want to be or where do you want to be, and then back that up with, well, where are you now? And the rest is just filling out the gaps in between. So if workload is an issue for you and you want to reduce your workload, well, what is your current workload? Like, what are your energy levels now? If you've got financial pressures, well, how much money is in the bank now and how much money needs to be in the bank later? If you want to go on a holiday, have you actually planned to have that time off and allowed it?
It's honestly a really good idea to look at the current data that you have. Like you said, if you want to increase or reduce your workload, well, what's your current workload? How many clients are you seeing? How much energy are you expending? Do you have time to take the kids to school or take every other weekend off or, all of those things? Like looking at all the data is really important because you can't make changes unless you know what you're already doing.
And a really important thing is not to lie to yourself. And
Yeah.
some of those things might be, look, really only wanted to see 25 people a week, but I'm seeing 30. Isn't that great? I was like, yeah, but you're tired.
Yes.
And you don't see your friends and you don't do anything fun.
Yeah.
Because there's that, what do they call it, the toxic positivity? Like, everything's great. I'm living the life that other people want. Is it the life that you want?
Yes, exactly. Is it actually what you want out of life? Because
Yeah.
everybody's going to have a different answer when you ask them that question. What do you want out of life?
Yeah.
It's going to be different for everyone.
And some of those things, so you start to look at what are the steps that you need to take. And some people like really chunky steps. And I've used the example before of a goal might be you want to run a marathon. And I do know people who've registered for a marathon having no running training and just gone and done it the next weekend.
Yeah.
And they might be a bit sore. They've come in for their massage. What happened? I ran a marathon. Oh, cool. How long did you train for? I didn't. I thought it was one of my life goals, so I just went and did it. That's not
Did,
normal.
my question would then be, did you actually run the whole marathon or did you like
Doesn't matter.
start and then stop?
You get a finisher's medal.
So long as you start.
You know how adults like to get get a bee in their bonnet about kids and their placement ribbons, and everybody gets a ribbon. In running races, you get finisher trophies or finisher
Oh my
medals,
God.
and if you remind them of that, they get really cranky.
That is so hilarious, David. That is just so funny. I can just
But
imagine myself like taking 20 steps behind the pack of runners and then go, yeah, cool, I'm done, did the marathon.
but the person who just goes out, registers for a marathon at a whim, and goes and completes it that weekend, like that's not normal. Some
No.
people can do it. I guess it's their normal, but it's not the general population's normal.
Yeah.
Just like the person who says, I wanted to go on a 6-month cruise, so I just went and I booked it.
Yeah.
If you've got the resources to do that, great. Or maybe you get put on an 18-month payment plan or something. But for some people, they just take that one single step, and that's the plan implemented. Others need the minutiae of,
Yeah.
okay, I need to go and buy running shoes, but before I buy running shoes, I need to research the running shoes, and I need to find out which are the best running shoes, and maybe I need 3 different pairs of running shoes so I can rotate through them.
I feel like you're describing yourself, David.
No, I'm not that extreme.
You're
Oh,
not quite
actually,
that.
depends on the topic, but it can be a little bit. Just get on and do it, David. But if you need lots of little steps, then start to write some of those steps down.
Absolutely. Yeah. You have to identify what you actually want to change as well. Like you can kind of put them into different buckets too. So you could talk about making changes or having goals for your health and your body, your personal life, relationships, resting, holidays, spending time with your kids, your work, your career, and also in the context of us as massage therapists, our personal development as well.
Yeah.
We don't actually have to spend a lot of time on each area. We don't have to plan a lot of stuff. Like I know you, David, you already do all that each year for your holidays. Like you like to take some time off in the school holidays so you can spend time with your children. You are very, very good about planning time off, like little trips away, little camping trips and going for hikes for the day and stuff like that. Like that's something you've already implemented. So for you might not need to actually make any changes to that because you're already doing it. It's just continuing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really what suits
that's a skill
you.
and a habit.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of stuff that I do plan out, and others where I just wing it.
Yeah.
Because spontaneity can be fun too.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
Very true.
And if there's no time for spontaneity, then that's a bit of a problem too. Yep.
I think you might be describing my life there.
But if you talk to a dating expert, they'll talk about put date night in your diary.
Yeah.
I think, but does that mean every Tuesday night is going to be date night? Well, yes, if you want it to be every Tuesday night, or maybe you could mix it up and say, actually, this week for spontaneity, it's going to be on Wednesday. Woo, look at me, the risk taker. But if it's not in the diary, life happens, and it doesn't get done.
Well, that's so true. Fail to plan, plan to fail. If you never put it in your calendar, the chances are it's never going to happen because, every single person I talk to just says, I'm so busy already. We're only in February and I've been so busy this year, busy, busy, busy. We're all just busy little bees. So, fail to plan, plan to fail.
Yeah. And I think one of the real traps is trying to plan to do too many things. Like realistically, what can you get done within the space of a year? That might be a time thing, it might be a money thing, it might be your energy thing. If you decide that you're going to be a Tai Chi expert overnight, well, that might be a bit of an issue.
Slightly unrealistic.
If you're also going to be a French horn expert at the same time. Again, there are those annoying people who can just pick up and do anything and become a maestro within hours. Again, not normal.
Yes.
It's their normal, not my normal. But realistically, what can you achieve?
It absolutely comes down to time and money as well. If you don't have to work 40 hours a week, then you might have the time to learn an instrument this year. Whereas if you do have to work 40 hours a week, you just might not have the time. It might take you 5 or 6 years to learn. So it's really good to sort of, like we said, have those realistic expectations, know where you're already at and what you actually can fit in.
Yeah. So let's talk about CPE for a moment, because that's just one area that you could look at. So as clinicians, where do I want to grow as a clinician?
That's an excellent question, David.
Yeah, and a lot of our associations have already released their calendars. A lot of the private educators have already released their calendars. I get really annoyed at the people who come to Adelaide but don't tell me in any way, shape or form. It's not been on Facebook, it's not been on their website, I haven't got an email from them. And they go, I'm coming in 2 weeks and no one's registered. Hello? Did you try telling anyone? Did you maybe... Oh, look... a lot of clinicians work over weekends, and you're holding a weekend course. Hello,
Yeah.
there's an issue. Because yes, I have planned out my CPE for the year because that's what I do. A lot of therapists wait until they've got 0 points left and go, "Oh, I quickly need to get 20 points.
Oh, that's
Um,
so bad.
what can I do that's free and doesn't take me any time?"
Oh, guys, please, no, don't do this. This is
And,
so bad.
and so then they just take a course in anything, whether it's relevant to them or not.
Yeah.
And personally, I don't think that's a great a great thing to do.
It's definitely setting yourself up for failure, because if you don't have that information into the association by that set date, you could potentially lose provider status with the health funds.
They just
And
drop your
that,
membership.
or just drop your membership, and like
Yeah.
that's really not a great thing. Like planning your CPE, even if it's only on a basic level, where you know, okay, I've got this course is coming up in 2 months' time. I need to sign up for that. And I'm going to read the association journals every year. So I know that's 5 points, but I still need another 30 or blah, blah, blah. Like yeah, you absolutely need to plan CP. This is something that I just get so much anxiety about, David, when I hear other people talking about it.
Yeah.
Not even myself.
And
Oh my
certainly
God.
in Australia, we get notifications almost every couple of weeks of this is how many points or hours you have. This is how
Yeah.
many that you'll have left in 3 months' time.
Yeah.
So there's no real excuse as to why you let things go. And
No.
the associations also say if you are if you're experiencing hardship and are unable to, let's say you live remotely, there's been fires, your farm's burnt down, and your priorities are just elsewhere. Just tell us. Tell
Yeah.
us we can help you in these situations. I'm sorry, every course is held in Adelaide. I can't leave the farm for the next 6 months because there's too much to do.
Yeah.
Just tell us. Just tell
Yeah.
us. We'll help you. But if you stay
Absolutely.
silent, then nothing can be done for you.
Yeah. And look, there are so many people online in the Facebook groups, in your local area, even that if you reached out, they would want to help you. They would have ideas and suggestions well ahead of time. So, yeah, this is something that really needs to be planned out at
Yeah.
least a little bit. Absolutely. Please
I
don't
think
make me anxious, guys.
And I think early in your career, trying lots of different modalities and finding ones that you like is really important because you'll come out with a certain clinical skill set. Maybe you're one of those weird people that knows exactly who you want to be and who you want to work with from the time you graduate. A bit like there's people at high school that they come out of year 12 as like, I am going to be a criminal lawyer and I'm going to work with these people and I'm going to be in that law firm in 5 years' time. Some people do have that level of clarity in their lives. You go, I'm still I'm 46 and I still don't know who I want to be when I grow up. So trying lots of
Yeah.
things when you first graduate is really cool. You get to meet other therapists, you get to meet the teachers, you get exposed to a whole bunch of stuff. After a few years, you probably want to be focusing and stop collecting level one in everything. At some point in time, you need to move on to level two and higher.
That is so true, David. It's so true. Yeah. Like, I know we talk about niching a lot, and you absolutely do not have to niche if you don't want to, but it is such a good idea to really kind of have a little path that you're going down and know who you want to work with so that you can really build those great clinical skills and be absolutely amazing at what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about niching, but I just had to say something.
And I'd actually challenge you to put aside 1 hour per week to do something, whether that's an online course, whether it's reading a book, whether it's reading your journal, just 1 hour per week. And by the end of the year, you'll have 50 hours of CPE when all we need is 20
Yeah,
to stay
absolutely.
current.
Yeah.
And with that, get a conference or get a 1 or 2 day course hands-on into your diary now.
Look, if you have heard us talking about going to conference and you are sitting there going, "Oh, hang on, I didn't really know this was a thing. I want to do that too," but you can't come this year. make it in, book it in for your calendar for next year. Make it a thing that you want to do every third year even. It doesn't have to be every single year that you do a conference. But, see when you can fit it in. It might
Yeah.
not be this year. Maybe it's next year. Maybe it's the year after.
Yeah. So moving on to personal goals, because life needs to have meaning outside of work. So if you remember the Simpsons and Homer Simpson going, no beer and no TV makes Homer go something something. I feel the same way about play. If it's all work and no play, I get a bit
Absolutely.
something something too. And having challenges outside of work is cool. Now that might be a hobby, and if you're into making D&D characters on your resin printer or whatever, great. Maybe you want to learn a language or an instrument, or maybe you're thinking about doing your first triathlon, or maybe you are painting for fun or for markets or whatever. You need to have some personal goals as well.
And look, it can't just be going to the gym. Going to the gym or doing a fitness class is great, but it has to be something fun that you have in your life as well that's purely for
Yeah.
fun. And it might be just taking your kids to the park. Maybe you enjoy bike riding. Maybe it's karaoke.
Mm.
Like, you have to do something fun. Go out on a big dinner date with your partner once every couple of months. Something
Mm.
really exciting and different. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, if you were a therapist out there who has ridden the Four Rivers bike path in Korea from Incheon to Busan, can you write to me, please? Because
Oh,
I've got that in my personal plan for next year.
that sounds interesting, David.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
I want to go and ride through another country, and I think it might be Korea.
I would actually really like to go to South Korea. I think that would be amazing, actually. Very interesting place.
Yeah. So having some interaction and mental stimulation outside of work is really important. Getting those personal
Yeah.
goals written down.
Yes.
And maybe that means, yeah, just like we talked about with CPE and in that first year of career experimenting with different things. Here in SA, and I believe in other states, there's an organisation called the WEA, the Workers' Education Association. And they've got hundreds of things from year-long language courses, travel courses, like you're planning to go to Italy. Well, over the 12 months, we'll plan out your trip for you. Learning the guitar, bushwalking groups, photography, you name it, they've got a course for you. Maybe you want to learn Excel spreadsheets and plan like a pro.
You can do that. Yeah, they do have those, David, because I've looked them up.
Yeah. And they're not expensive.
No.
They're often volunteer run. In fact, that's how I did my very first massage course, was through the WEA, like
Oh, how interesting.
26 years ago.
Wow.
Yep.
Interesting. You do some pottery, make some soaps or
Yeah.
candles.
Learn to weld.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everything. And the great thing is you'll be there with a whole bunch of people who are it's exactly the same phase of that activity as you are,
Yeah.
and you all learn together, and it's a great way to make new friends.
Do you want to hear what's on my bucket list, David?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
This is going to be so random, but I've always wanted to learn how to drive like a truck, like a big rig
Yeah.
truck. Like, I would be absolutely terrible at it, and I would only do it like that day. I would never do it for a career, but I would love to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list.
Fun.
I think it would be crazy.
There's places you can go that let you drive old military vehicles, including tanks.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I'm not sure about a tank. I'm a bit claustrophobic. But yeah, something I can get out of easier, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's talk about holidays.
Yeah, I love
and
holidays.
rest. You do. You are so good at planning holidays.
I love holidays. Take me to interesting places.
Well, I have a question then, David,
Yeah.
because you kind of brought this up before. With your holiday that you just had overseas, did you just start booking that and then like started saving, or did you start saving and then book it?
A bit of both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm a column A, column B person in many aspects of life.
Right.
Where we had some money in the bank, and we got to the point of if we don't do this, we probably never will. So we went out and booked the airfares,
Right.
and then we committed. We did some estimation. Okay, how much is this actually truly going to cost us? Well, the two of us need to work our butts off and get money in the bank account and stop spending in other areas. So it's making some
Yeah.
sacrifice. And then we started to book, because we entirely self-planned, we started to book the accommodation, book the train transfers, and pay
Yeah.
for that as we went. So by the time we actually left Adelaide, all we had left to pay for really was experiences and food.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you really had talked about it for a while. It's on the bucket list. Love to do
yeah,
it.
yeah, a couple of
And then just went,
years.
you know what? Got to stop talking about it. Got to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, it wasn't a couple of years. It was probably 5 years we talked about it. And thought, well,
Okay.
if we don't do it, we probably never will.
Yeah.
Or the people that we want to do this with, because we had it over with my parents, who are getting older. If we don't do this now, well, then with them, then they may not be around in the future to do this with later. And
Exactly.
that was really a matter of if we don't do this, will we live with regret? And the answer was yes. So we need to make it happen.
That is such a good way to look at the world, because it can be scary making some of these choices, like especially
Mm,
travel. If you are not used to traveling, but you really want to, it can be scary to actually book that holiday.
yeah.
But it's, yeah, you kind of have to really think about it. Well, if I don't travel and I really want to, in 20 years' time, I still haven't traveled. Am I going to regret not traveling?
Mm,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
And along with that, I know you've made the comment previously, Jackie, you only get 18 summers with your children. And
Yes.
my son is 13 and thinking, I've only really got 5 years
Yeah.
left before I'll either be uncool or he's got his own independence and he's doing things with his friends. That's 5 years. There's a lot to cram in 5 years of the
The
things that I want to
days,
do with him.
yeah, the days are long, but the years sure are
Yeah,
short.
yeah,
They go so fast.
yeah.
And I do make that joke to a lot of people who say, like, even my daughter, I have grandchildren, and they are currently 3 and 5. And my grandson has just started school this year, like a couple of weeks
Mm,
ago. And my daughter was messaging me about that. And she's like, I can't believe he's 5 and he started school. And I said, give it 5 more minutes and he'll be asking to borrow the car. Because that's
yeah,
really how long it feels like. The
yeah,
years just fly by.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
So, what are we going to do to get there, David?
yeah. You got to book it. You got to book it.
Yeah, we have to take action. That's the thing. We have to take action. Even small steps, like baby steps, sometimes
Yes.
people call them,
Yeah.
can be really, really beneficial.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be booking in a every course this year. You don't have to do it all in the next 10 minutes.
Mm,
It might just be, you know, putting some time blocks in your calendar. Every Friday afternoon, I'm going to sort out my CPE for the year. And
mm.
you would just pop in 1 hour on a Friday.
Yep.
And then by the end of the year, like you've already got next year's CPE sorted as well.
Yeah. And like there is so much available to do online and in person these days. But I think back to my mentor and favorite teacher who was learning in the 80s and 90s. And and travel was expensive back there as well. And she read books and books and books and books. Every night she'd have her books out and she read her books. She became proficient in anatomy and physiology. She read about other treatment methods. From that, she defined who do I want to study with because she had books available. And most of us, if we don't have the money to be able to travel and do courses elsewhere, we can at least go to a library or we can borrow books from another therapist and we can read.
That is
And
so true.
and you see some textbooks like the Red Bibles from Simmons and Travail. They're massive. You think, oh, how am I going to get the way through that? We start with one page.
Yeah, absolutely. Baby steps.
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of other therapists out there would love to talk to other therapists about what they're doing, about what they
Hmm.
know. Like, there is so much knowledge that is available that we have that we want to share.
Yeah.
And that's like part of the reason why we did this podcast, because we have all this knowledge that we want to share with you guys.
Mm.
Um, yeah, like sometimes it's just a matter of asking the question,
Yeah.
especially if it's a topic that you really don't know anything about. Like, will I love doing MET? Can someone explain it to me? Like, I really don't know what it is. We didn't cover that in my course. Can I get together with somebody and you kind of like show me like what even it is?
Mm.
Could be that simple.
Yeah. One of my CPE regrets is that I really wanted to meet Eric Dalton. God rest his
Oh,
soul. He
yeah.
he died last year.
Yeah.
He came to Australia just after I graduated, and I had no money.
Uh,
Both he and Till Luca came to Australia. It's like, oh, who do I go and see? I can't see anyone. And then I put my efforts into growing elsewhere. And then COVID happened. I was planning on going to the States in 2020 to train with Eric. Then COVID happened, and now he's passed away. And Paula Nutting got to see him, and we've had Paula Nutting on the podcast in season one. She got to meet him maybe 6 months before he died.
oh,
But yes, I could just buy his DVDs and learn from that if I wanted to. But I haven't prioritized it yet.
you absolutely could.
I wanted to
Yeah.
meet him in person. John Barnes is
Yeah.
another person I wanted to meet in person.
It's not
Yeah.
quite the same, but it's amazing that we still have their knowledge and their wisdom, and we can watch the videos and watch the YouTube and
Mm.
all that sort of stuff. It's not the same, but
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
yes, it's about trying to avoid those regrets, isn't it? Really?
Mm.
That's life, I think.
Yeah. Let's put this into
Yeah.
action, Jackie. Some people love
Okay.
spreadsheets. If you're a spreadsheet person and you can do it without it taking up too much time, because you don't need to color code everything necessarily unless you absolutely have to. I'm thinking about if you ever watched Red Dwarf, Rimmer, who was studying for something, would put hours into his study plan and then realize, well, actually, it wasn't hours, he'd take a week to prepare his study plan, then realize he
Yeah.
was now a week closer to his exam. So he had to write out another study plan. And then it'd be the night before, and he still hadn't learnt anything. So if you're that type
He
of
hasn't
person,
he hasn't actually studied.
and he hasn't studied yet, but he's got a really pretty plan. Um, so I really discourage that, like putting too much effort and detail into a plan.
Yeah.
I'm very much an advocate for the one-page plan, and that one page doesn't need to be 500 words crammed into the page. It's just like 5 headings with maybe 3 or 4 dot points underneath that, and that's my plan for the year. I can make
Okay.
decisions against that and say, okay, I want to do this thing. Is that on my plan for this year? No, it's not. Oh, maybe I want it to be, and that's okay. You can put it on there if you want to be.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a vision board type of person, and you just have a pin-up board or a whiteboard or a window, and you stick things on it, and that's the thing. It might be the holiday that you want, or maybe it's somebody's course or a French horn or something. Go and stick that on your board as part of your planning.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's so true.
yeah,
Your future self is built from the choices that you are repeating this year.
yes, yeah. And I strongly believe that manifestation is just you taking the steps towards the goals that you've already set.
That is so true. Honestly, it is. And like, I am a really big advocate for baby steps. Like, and I know I've talked before about, if you want to be doing, 100 sit ups a day, would you start with 100 sit ups the first day if you've not really exercised a lot before? Probably
Mm,
not. But if you start with one sit up and then do two the next day, and then three the day after that, all of a sudden you're up to 100.
mm,
It's literally do the one thing, one tiny thing each day, and you'll get there.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, put your plan where you can see it and come back to it often.
Yes.
Because if you don't read you can write it down, but if you don't look at it again, there's been a wasted effort.
Yeah, you have to keep it in focus. You have to keep it front of mind. So,
Yeah.
okay, yes, that's right. I need to be saving $100 each week for my trip overseas or my course, and get it set up, get it done. Absolutely. Keep it
Yeah.
front of mind.
Yeah. I think that's all we need to say about that, Jackie.
I think we have covered everything, David.
It was very Forrest Gump, wasn't it? And
Yes,
that's
that's
all
all
I
we
have
need
to
to
say
say
about
about
that.
nobody has given me a box of chocolates today yet, David. So,
Oh,
and we are awfully close to Valentine's
we
Day as well.
are. Do I need to send a message to your partner?
No, that's all right. I'll go and tell him right now.
Jackie needs chocolate.
He's actually probably forgotten that it's Valentine's Day because we don't do anything for that. But maybe this
Yeah.
year I'll take him out for dinner.
Yeah, it's a bit hallmarky. It's an expensive time to do things.
Yeah, it is.
I've got a mate who loves going to the shops like late on Valentine's Day or the day after because that's when he can get the things that his wife wants on special. And she's like, yeah, but you didn't put the effort in. He's like, well, I did. I went there and got it, but it wasn't here on time, but I still got it. And
He's
I got it for
done
a
the
great
planning.
price.
He's done the planning, David. He's like, I'm going after everybody else.
Why does it have to be on that day? Why can't it be the day after?
That's kind of my theory. Like, why do I have to tell you that I love you just this one day of the year? Like, that's not
Yeah.
how our relationship works. So, yeah, that's why we don't do anything for Valentine's Day. Plus, it's very
Yeah.
busy in one of us.
Capitalism will tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you get to be in my company every day. So, lucky you.
Hashtag blessed.
Oh, so funny. All right. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for being in our company, everybody. We absolutely love spending time with you, and we really, truly appreciate you listening to us. And
Yeah.
I just hope that you find our words slightly entertaining and very helpful.
Yes, well, this is episode 123 of the Folding Towers podcast. That means that there are 122 episodes before this one, and you can find all of those episodes in your favorite listening app, be it Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Amazon or iHeart, any of these things. We do have a website, foldingtowerspodcast.com.au, where you can find not all, but many transcripts of these episodes, and we put them up as and when we feel like it. But we would really dearly love it if you can leave us a rating and or a review through your favorite listening app.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here, David.
Don't forget to check us out on the gram.
We will be there, definitely.
Alrighty. See you in the next one, Jackie.
Bye.